Hey everyone, this is Pocho. I'm going to be playing XCOM today. I'm a rather huge fan of this game. I've been playing it since it came out. Well, not quite since it came out. I've been playing it for a little while, probably about 6 or 7 months. I pretty much always play on the same difficulty. We're going to try that difficulty today. It's just a classic Ironman run, which is essentially the idea behind it is that there is a permadeath to it. Your saves are updated, but if you die, if anything bad happens on your missions, then those consequences are permanent. So the objective is generally just to, you have to actually complete the game without ever going back and fixing anything, problems that you created. So that makes it quite difficult, and I think it really adds to sort of the flavor of the game, which is essentially that I guess you'll see. I'll go ahead and play the cinematics as well. So, this is a game about, alien invasion. We'll go ahead and watch through it. Pretty nice little opening quote. Lots of, I believe this is in the original XCOM as well. This game is based off of an old, I forget if it's Super Nintendo or PlayStation, but, a quite old tactics game. Yeah, okay. So, it was a fun game to play on the weekends. It takes about 2 or 3 days to complete all the way through, I think. I just realized now that that green goop did not do, anything. So, just is terrifying. Oh, no, wait, there we go. Apparently it's got some, I haven't seen this cinematic in a while. That's cool.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
So they chose a fantastic voice actor for the unseen government hero. Okay. So there are 5 different continents to choose from. South America is typically the worst of the batch. Autopsies and interrogations completing instantly will save you a lot of time, but unfortunately South America doesn't generate much income, so it's not actually very well balanced in that respect. Africa is nice if you can make a play for one of the bigger countries with a lot of income very early, but it's typically better to actually take a country with that huge income and then get Africa second. We have Asia here, Foundry and Offshore Training School projects. We may go for this on account of the fact that a lot of Classic is about building up your troops very early on and making sure that those are essentially getting to the tech levels that allow your characters to survive missions, because that is actually one of the most important parts. North America, aircraft and aircraft weapons. This allows you to splash UFOs. It allows you to basically get access to a lot of the nice missions and the good technology with cheaper aircraft. Also, I believe it makes satellites cheaper. Maybe not. It just says aircraft. I'm always a huge fan of North America. I really like Europe as well, laboratories and workshops, but it actually doesn't generate as much income as North America or Asia. I think this run-through we're going to go ahead and try North America again. It's been a little while, and also I think that this might make satellites cheaper, which would be really, really good. So, we're going to go ahead and go for that.
Get ready to deploy. Our AO is within the continental United States.
Alright, we're going to basically
Picked up
divide
a
this up
local
by
broadcast
missions.
indicating alien
After
activity
each mission,
within
we'll
a
probably
major
do some
metropolitan area.
tech.
We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Okay, so this is the classic mode of XCOM, which there is a lot of danger. I feel like in general the balance is pretty consistently, it's always pretty much a problem. Like, it's actually very, very challenging all the way through, which is something that I just haven't seen in a game with this much content. Usually there's, usually there's some form of, either a point at the end where you finally get so powerful that nothing really, like, can stop you. XCOM is all about getting to that point, but you can actually go for a really long period of time without getting there, especially if you're, if you make some sacrifices and play safe. Like, I actually got quite a ways in what I thought was Ironman run, and sort of ended up in this endless war that lasted for mission after mission, where I had control over the general globe, but didn't really get anything set. Okay, so, as you can see, the basic structure of this game is tactical. This is the Overwatch function. It allows you to, essentially, at a slightly reduced aim penalty, you can basically watch sightlines. So if anyone passes through those sightlines, your soldier takes a free shot at them. So it's very good for hiding behind cover, that kind of thing. There's two kinds of cover. Half cover, which is the little half shield. I believe that gives like 20% cover. Actually, can look at that somewhere. Well, not here. But, and then there's full cover, which I think gives it something like an 80% chance of not getting hit. Being behind full cover in Classic is imperative. Like, half cover will just not do it in most instances. Unless you're really, really sure of a shot, you shouldn't even try for half cover, and running out with no cover is just suicide in almost all instances. There are certain exceptions, especially since your accuracy is not especially high. You usually have a 40% chance of hitting an alien behind half cover at any given time. So, and the aliens have a slightly better chance because they have better weapons, better everything. Okay, so the little sound directional thing doesn't actually tell you where the enemy, or how far away the enemy is. It just tells you what direction to expect him from. So we're gonna go ahead and peek around the side. We know that there's some aliens somewhere in here, probably close to those dead people, or they're not dead. I think they're just yeah. Okay, so we're gonna set up on that wall. Problem with this, of course, is that if an alien comes in, we're not in good cover position, but the aliens don't get to fire at you the first time that they see you. They just get to run for cover. A lot of this game is about being very, very careful, moving forward in coordinated squads.
What was that?
Okay, so now we know that there's someone in the building. We hear them. I think this guy hears them, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and open this door and see what happens. Okay, still no sign of the aliens. So, gonna check this cover real quick. Alright. Now, this is a pretty good spot for us to hide. There's a lot of really excellent cover here. Plenty of sightlines that I can cover at the same time, while still keeping all four of my troops in a sort of concentrated area. I know that there are people out in that parking lot, but the cars are actually kind of problematic for cover, especially since alien weapons cause them to explode. So, we're going to go ahead and pop right there. Alright.
Alien life on Earth. We're witnessing something never before seen in recorded history.
So that's why you move forward in Overwatch whenever you don't see an enemy, because that first burst of activity allows you to get a couple of free shots, and sometimes you pick one off. Okay, we have one alien who's just sort of standing there. The other two, this one's behind full cover, that one's behind half cover. Or, yeah, so, here we go. One less. there should be
weapons
2
appear to
groups of aliens
self-destruct when
in
the
the first
operator
area.
dies. We should look closely for any fragments that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
Okay. So what this does is it creates a little psychic link. The alien has better aim. I think he has a better critical hit chance. Oh gosh, I love cover that doesn't explode when it gets shot. The main cool thing about this is that if you can hit the alien there, which I actually have a pretty decent shot at, if you can kill that alien, then the psychic link will cause feedback and kill the other one. Oh, you would have been a hero, sir, but you are not. That's okay. Okay. So let's see here. I don't think that the alien will run to an area with no cover. That's not a very good spot. I have grenades. Explosives have a slight problem with using them where you don't get as many weapon fragments out of the enemies, but feeling okay about that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get a shot at that alien this turn. I can definitely take a couple pot shots at him. Alright. Especially like this. I feel like I want that alien pinned where he is, so we're gonna go ahead and move here. Yeah, we'll just overwatch. That way if the alien runs out of cover, I have a pretty good chance of actually hitting him. There's that psychic link again. The main thing I have to watch out for is this alien running somewhere where he flanks one of my Patriots. But with the Overwatch on, he's not going to do that. Now there was an interesting little glitch there where things didn't happen in the right order. That's okay. Or, well, yeah, he fired the blast and then... Okay. So... I can get to half cover here and be flanking this alien. And that'll give me a really good shot at killing him. If I go here, then he'll still have cover because essentially the line isn't quite straight. I think it might be possible to hit him from there, but what we really want to do is... Oh, right. Yes, as I said, there are 2 groups of aliens, and we're dumb. Okay, so we have a pile of aliens over here. Oh, we are dumb. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave that guy for a second and see if we can get to the other alien. Alright. Option 1, I think, is probably going to be try to kill this alien with just regular fire. Okay.
No, that is not good.
No, it isn't. Okay, so this person can still get close enough for a grenade, I think, so go ahead and take one more regular shot and see what happens. 62%, 49%. Still want that 49%. Nope, nothing doing. Okay, so this person's used up one of his moves. He can't move twice and attack in the same turn. What I want to do is get him behind real cover. I would really like to throw a grenade at those aliens, but one of them would definitely just own me, so... Alright. So we're going to get this person to not cover. And we're going to use a grenade, because that'll do 3 damage, and this alien has way less than 3 damage. And he's cyclically linked to this one, so...
You may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies. Just something to consider.
Yes, it is. Okay, so those aliens aren't on Overwatch, which means that I can run here and get behind real cover. The only thing I have to worry about is if the aliens get a clear shot at that guy standing in the door, which I should have maybe stepped back one more square. But it doesn't look like they have that shot. Nope.
Taking fire.
So the aliens carry plasma weapons, which is quite disturbing for anyone trying to, yeah, it essentially destroys cover, which creates a lot of issues. Oh, interesting. That's destroyed the door such that I can't actually run through it. See how this yellow area? That's where I can actually run. These file boxes here only provide half cover, as much as I'd really like the wall to provide full. I can run here, and that'll give me some cover. What I'd really like to do is get around that alien. Oh, I've got a 45% chance of hitting him. That might actually be worth trying. Oh, right. One of them's on Overwatch.
Got a lot of heat on me.
That kind of dim mistake can very early ruin. That can ruin your classic run quite early. Okay. At least we've got a shot at him now. Let's go ahead and try that. Those 45% chances, more often than not. Unfortunately, that alien is still a 45% chance as well, which means it's just as good an option to try and shoot him as anyone else.
I'll get him next
Okay.
time.
I'll get him next time, he says. Oh, but will you? Is the question. Okay. I want to try and kill one of these guys if we can. Can we throw a grenade? That'll light most of the things that we like on fire. Might be worth doing just because it forces the aliens to... I think I maybe want to Overwatch here and just make sure that the aliens don't get to cover. They might try it anyways.
Damn it.
Just
Missed the
better to try
target.
and take the shots I can get. Okay. I'm gonna get this one behind half cover and call this one a wash. Our soldiers aren't hitting anything. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't do this normally, but that alien has a chance of moving to a flanking position on the guy who's pinned down. So.
Batter up.
Oh, got it right in the car. Oh, and unfortunately that doesn't actually kill that alien. She gets healed for one when the link happens. He doesn't have his... shit. Oh, and he completely trashed that wall, which is actually good for me, because it allows me to move into a flanking position. That car hasn't exploded yet, which means I can actually... Nope, nope, there we go. It always explodes on my turn, so the aliens get a chance to move away from it, but they're actually... That's one of the few areas where their AI is kind of deficient. They don't really understand cars. Which is perfectly reasonable. I don't know why you'd understand cars. Okay, so that alien's not on Overwatch because he just tried to use Link. I have 4 soldiers who can get a 45% chance of hitting him. That may be good enough odds. Fortunately, I have no soldiers who can move into a position where they can actually shoot him from a advantageous position. Which means I might not want to go for half cover. Yeah, okay, watch. My car's not going to still behind half cover. Not really appreciating that. Yeah.
Dead in the water.
Really breaking all the windows on that car. Hilariously, that bench provides half cover. This was a position in which I could shoot at the alien, so we'll do that. Yes! There we go.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander.
Okay.
Labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Alright, so we made one small mistake there where we ran out into Overwatch. That could have been worse than it was. But as it is, we have 4 soldiers who have successfully done everything that they needed to do without getting injured. That's actually very important. Now we get to watch Central Officer
Welcome to XCOM
Bradford
HQ, Commander.
and his awesome sweater.
I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
I find it really funny that Central Officer Bradford thinks that promoting a soldier in the barracks is more important than SIGINT.
Looks like
yeah.
they're really taking care of business down there. And
All right.
without so much as a scratch.
Yeah, we got 3 promotions. Pretty psyched about that. One of them's a sniper, which is
Our
level 1
snipers specialize
snipers.
in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar.
Kind of rough.
But without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
The basic disadvantage here is that once you get a sniper rifle,
Commander to the research lab.
you cannot
Commander
overwatch
to
with
the
it.
research labs.
You have to use your pistol until you reach the rank of corporal. At which point you might still want to go for something that doesn't allow you to do that. So, but yeah. All right. So
The
assault
assault class
troopers.
serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight, and the last ones out.
These are the best early game class in my opinion. They just have a lot of really effective tactical movement. Their shotguns are, of course, 100% accurate at close range, so they usually get a lot of good stuff going on. They have some difficulty taking care of thin men from reasonable positions, but the run and gun ability is just amazing. You can just dash for 2 full movement spaces and then still fire or overwatch.
Commander
Which you
to the
almost always
research
use that to
labs.
just run up
Commander
to an
to the
alien and
research
shoot it
labs.
in the face.
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
Smoke grenades, fairly useful. Plus 20 defense, not especially terrible. It only lasts through 1 enemy turn, which is but yeah, it does allow you to create full cover where half cover only exists, and make full cover a lot better. So that's always useful. And then I just have poor Min Ho Xiong. We might try customizing our soldiers at some point. I don't usually do that because I lose a lot of them on
The
Classic.
recovered
but,
artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
you always have the 3 first availables and these 2. So, research projects.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Farlan. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
I do like Dr. Valen. Again, like the
Commander
voice
to
acting for
engineering.
this
Commander
project
to
is actually just
engineering.
excellent all around. Valen has a really nice, just combination of accent and just general acting skill. And her sprite's pretty cool too. Like she has kind of like a evil Nazi scientist thing going on, while at the same time being, you know, wholesome. Okay. So yeah,
Commander
we
to
generally always start
engineering.
with weapon
Commander
fragments.
to
Xenobiology is also important because it's part of the plot quests and it gives you access to new technology, but weapon fragments are where it's at.
Commander, I realize our
49
troops have to put their own
45%
survival first,
accuracy.
but every alien we use
Not that great.
explosives against is one less opportunity to recover new artifacts.
Yep, we don't get any weapon fragments from grenades. It's so very sad, but it's actually not all that big a deal. And it's way more important to kill aliens than to not explode them. And again, 44% accuracy.
Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Dr. Shen is such a genial old man. I really enjoy him. Okay, so I don't think satellites are cheaper. No, $100. So, the more engineers I get, the more those satellites will be available. You always build satellites on day 10 of the current month because they take 20 days to build, and they have no value until day 30 when you get your council report. But satellites are actually a very
Commander
important
to
part of the
mission
game,
control.
as we'll probably get into
Commander to mission control.
next time. Medikits, they're kind of useful, but they are medikits, so, okay. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, I don't think we really need
We've
anything
still
there.
got some room to grow up.
Excavate that part of
But if we
the
really
area.
want to expand our facilities, we're going to have to start excavating
Going to need
beneath
a
the
power
base.
generator
Unfortunately, the deeper we go,
in order to
the more it's going to cost.
things.
Work crews are on their way to begin
So,
construction. I'll send word
Amber
when the new
soldiers,
facility is
We
operational.
have our ships, which will be right where they are. Situation room goes to mission control. Here's the world map. We can slowly let the days tick by, but this will be the end of our first round of XCOM. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was somewhat educational. Yeah, like this should be a pretty good run so far. I mean, we've got a good start on the classic Ironman run, and if it ends horribly, at least you'll get to watch. So I am planning on playing this one all the way through. So even if I lose horribly and like all the XCOM people start to just bail, I'm gonna go ahead and play it all the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.